Okay, so one of the most important things when it comes to designing is to think about pencil mileage. You want the characters to be interesting but easy to draw. Easy to draw because simple characters will cost less money to draw, and you don't want the overseas studios and the storyboard people and everyone to labor with a lot of detail that really don't need to be there. So, okay. We started with creating a bunch of set pieces which were kind of conceptual ideas, showing moods, showing kind of style. We wanted very simple backgrounds, painterly with flowing brush strokes, interesting light. And once we had this approved, we kind of went into the next stage. Okay, so how do you draw these characters? So the first thing you have to do is to figure out what kind of DNA connects these characters. So we start with Eric, obviously. He has this kind of long, extremely big head and huge, bulging, protruding eyes, lots of lines, it's kind of this deer in the headlights panic look, frizzy hair, and a kind of on the go, put him in a run here, a little cheap tie and a business suit. He's on his way to school. He's always late, of course, being a single father. And then we have his daughter Claire. Again, it's the same kind of idea head-wise. Not much neck. That kind of the neck goes over to becomes the head in this kind of an easy swoop. She sort of like I use the same idea on the eyes for her, and then she's got little pigtails, and then we have Brian, and he has these very tired eyes, and again it's kind of a similar hair to Eric, and the same idea on the ears come back both on Claire and on Brian, and then do a little bit of we have like long pants, and then these little shoes here. Okay. So when I started with designing these characters, the studio, they had design-wise a slight East European sensibility, and I knew that it was kind of expected of us to slant the design slightly that way, and this is what we came up with. It needed to be a bit artistic and not too cliche, simple and clear enough for it to work in the animation process. All the lines kind of end and define a separate surface here for each color, like that. His tie kind of flaps in the breeze. Okay, you can do a little bit of something on his jacket. His hands. When it comes to hands and shoes, they are definitely one of those things that you have to be very careful of when you design. because they kind of again they will mimic each other, and you will have something that works with the rest of the character, and both in level of detail and size and shape. So do you decide to use sort of skinny arms and legs? You cannot do that on all the characters unless there's a character with sort of specific traits that lets that character, you know, a bodybuilder would have thick arms, but everyone else would have thin arms. It's you know, to just try to. Okay, so you see, Claire's hairline mimics Eric's hairline. Eyes, kind of similar shape, and these pigtails kind of mimic Eric's hair. The ears are similar, neck and head shape similar, and then you put her little dress on. And then we have Brian with these very sleepy eyes. And Brian's hair is again similar to Eric's. Okay, so let me just finish this. I have a few lines defining his shirt, and then short pants, and then his shoes. Sort of, and there you go. It's Eric's happy family. A lot of work went into designing this Dressed Eric show. Hours and hours and hours were spent designing expressions, mouth charts, defining certain interesting details concerning specific characters. We were doing extras and animals and vehicles and everything, and it was a big job, but it was really fun. So I just have to let you get on with watching this DVD. Thank you.